Script for remotely conducted and or hybrid meetings. This is a hybrid meeting.
I don't think you need it, but here's the agenda.
All attendees must register. The register link can be found in the description of the Nantucket Government TV YouTube live feed for the meeting. Attendees will join in listening mode. Chair will call on those who have raised their hands in order they were raised. All questions should be directed through the chair. I am the chair, Andrew Lowell, and to confirm all attendees tonight, we have Mr. Scott Anderson.
Aye.
Dave Bossy,
Here.
Peter Brace,
Here,
Ginger Andrews.
Here,
Tonight's meeting will not include staff. This open meeting of the Harbor Shellfish Advisory Board is being conducted remotely pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023. For this meeting, the Harbor Shellfish Advisory Board is convening by video conference, actually a hybrid meeting. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials that have been provided members of this body are available on the town's website, and that's otherwise noted. The chair will introduce each speaker on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, the chair will go down the line of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment, questions, or motion. Please remember to mute your phone or computer when you are not speaking. Remember to speak clearly in a way that helps generate accurate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you. After members have spoken, the chair will afford public comment to those members of the public that have joined the meeting. Members of the public who wish to speak must state their names and be acknowledged. Any votes taken tonight will be conducted by a roll call vote. I'd like to call to order this meeting, the Harbor Shellfish Advisory Board, August 15th, 2023. Do we have an approval of tonight's agenda, please?
So a motion to approve, Scott Anderson.
second,
Right, motion's been made by Mr. Anderson, seconded by Ms. Andrews to approve tonight's agenda. All in favor, Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Mr. Bossy,
Aye.
Ms. Andrews,
aye,
Mr. Brace.
aye,
The chair votes aye as well. We have a draft set of minutes from August 1st meeting. Everybody had a chance to review them. Are there any revisions? If not, I will request a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved. Second.
Motion's made by Mr. Bossy to approve the minutes of August 1st, seconded by Mr. Anderson. All in favor, Mr. Bossy?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Mr. Brace?
aye,
Ms. Andrews?
was I at that meeting? I don't think so,
Okay,
I think I missed it.
chair votes aye. Thank you, Ginger. Minutes are approved. Our topics tonight, this is a workshop meeting for the Harbor Watershed Property Owner Information Forum, Logistics and Discussion. Our forum will be held on September 9th at the Community Meeting Room at the Public Safety Facility at 9:30 a.m. My intentions, I think, are basically to introduce the board. A short speech on what we're proposing and or what we're, proposing to do is educate the public within the boundaries of watershed areas, direct watershed areas, specifically what we've spoken about for a couple of years now, possibly on storm drains, stormwater runoff. There's been a lot of ideas here with the board. Some good one-liners. Mr. Bossy, if you're there, I hope, we can just kind of all work in conjunction and, give a little, something that catches the ear, makes people think. I think everybody's come up with something, Ginger as well, with window boxes and hanging plants, hanging right over the harbor and seeing blue water being used to water them. Obviously, it's fertilizer in the water, and she has some catchy phrases herself, so let's keep in mind these, what we're trying to do, keep it short and sweet so that, too many words don't, confuse the subject.
Do we know what facilities we'll have available to us? We know if we have a laptop that can talk to a big screen and has internet access.
I did pay a visit over there. Again, they have this technology and probably more. The laptop availability, I don't know, but
Because we don't have their Wi-Fi password, I assume they don't have a guest. I don't know if they do. It would be nice if we could start on the big screen and say, here's the town's website. Here are the maps right here. And we're gonna take a look at these maps and maybe a little breakout. I was gonna mail around the map to everybody for the harbor. That you can zoom in, you can zoom right down and see street names and see where they run off. So I thought if everybody had that, maybe had a laptop, had a copy of that, so I'll send that out to everybody. I think it would be great if we had, I don't know how we do that, how we find out if we have a laptop available to us that can access the internet, the town's website on the internet, that's all we want to access.
Pretty sure that laptop is sitting there all the time, right?
It seems that it is, but there's probably a password on it.
Okay, I can email Erica.
And is it connected to, is there a big screen in there? I forget.
Yeah,
there's at least something that size, and I know there's
Okay.
a drop down with a
There's a
projector.
drop down screen
Oh, okay.
and there's a switch on the wall.
To bring that down. So if they could, if we can use that, or if the IT people can be there that morning and
Yeah.
get that set up for us,
Okay,
that would be huge. I just think because it's attention getting, we say now we're gonna have breakouts and laptops if anybody wants to look up close and personal. But I think people ought to know where that GIS site is, and also I'd like to show them the big map, geo map, that Dave's working to get it enhanced to include all this stuff on the big town map, geo map, that you can put these layers and show everything, from sewer to electricity to now runoff. So he's working with the guy to do that. So we could show them that, the big picture, and then do little breakout things with people's computers just to look at the specific map if people want to do that. I mean, I'll bring a laptop, and we have a couple laptops there. Fine. But yeah, I think having a big thing we can point to, the big screen, that would be helpful.
Mhm.
I don't think people know about the resources that the town has out there. And this is a way to show people how to get there.
And it's unlikely that you'll be able to get into the screen with your personal.
No, because we need to be able to attach the big projector screen. We need to be able to attach if we could attach the projector screen to a laptop, that'd be fine, because we can always use a hotspot or something, but if we have cell service over there, I forget how bad it is over there.
well, there's Wi-Fi. I mean, as soon as you go in there and sit down.
Is there a guest Wi-Fi there?
Yeah,
Oh, good,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware,
oh,
okay,
yeah,
oh, good, so if we have that, the nice thing to be able to access the big screen.
yeah,
Ideally, if we could access the big screen and the town's website, that's all we need. Because I wouldn't want to show them anything other than the town website, it just confuses people. I think our goal is to get them involved, show them the resources the town has available on their site. Just go to nantucket-mod.com and just click on, it's that simple, click on the GIS map
Well,
button.
are we trying to get Jeff Carlson to come to this thing, and are we trying, we've invited David Gray, right? And I think we talked about inviting Emily Molden, but if Jeff Carlson attends, he'll be able to work the laptop. Or who in this room knows how to use a PC?
Oh, you're a Macintosh guy, oh yeah, we've seen that on, that's right, yeah.
I'm not gonna be there.
Oh, okay,
I can't, as I told Andy last week, I can't miss another farmer's market,
oh, okay,
so.
yeah, I gotta remember to schedule it, I gotta work late, more than one. But I'll just go late.
But I'm gonna make sure that everything works there when you guys get there.
Okay, that'd be huge.
I mean, every time I've been to a meeting there, the laptop's been right there on the
Well,
left.
right, when we used to meet there, it was always sitting there.
Right.
All of our meetings were there. Right.
And I'm not positive, but I'm betting that there's a little sticker on the laptop that has the password.
Yeah. Could be.
But then what are the steps to get from entering the password to having it show on the screen? So the person I'm gonna reach out to, I'll contact Erica, but I'll CC Charles Douglas is the guy who comes over and helps us now and again when.
That would be good, because, and even if he can't be there, if he could just provide quick instructions, because I use mobile screens before, so. It's just, I'd be there punching through, trying to figure it out again.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank on our previous discussion on Jeff and Emily attending, but if the rest of the board agrees with that,
I mean,
I'm more than happy to reach out to them. You know,
I worry that we get into a really deep, because more so with Emily than Jeff, because she's done these huge presentations,
right,
and I'm afraid we get into that again, which I think is more than we want to do. I think we want to show them what resources are available, show them what their property, here are examples of what your property could be doing. And not go into the whole harbor, save the harbor thing, you know,
Yeah.
with the details and their pictures.
yeah, you definitely have a point there.
Right, that's my concern with that. It would turn into a 2 or 3 hour meeting. And I think we'd lose people's attention at that point, because people they want to find that, they can attend the state of the harbor, and they do, I mean, people do, but I think this is more of a higher level. Get people aware of what resources are out there, look, this is where stuff's going. And here are the resources you can use to look at that. Jeff, maybe, I'm not sure what Jeff would, what he would bring to the table. I know what he brings to the table, but I'm not sure if he has like canned presentations, or if he would just like to say a few words about runoff. I think it would be good if he came and just said a few words as part of like almost the introduction thing, that this is something people need to be aware of. The runoff happens, and this is where it goes. And you don't think about it, but you wash your car, the guys painting your house wash their brushes out in your driveway, and that's the kind of thing happens. So if Jeff wants to come, I think that'd be great. Yeah, as long as we don't get into some big presentations, pre-canned presentations, that's my only concern. I mean, Emily is great and knows all this stuff, but I'm afraid we get bogged down in presentations.
One thing I was working on was a little bit of a PowerPoint here, just kind of go through, but as a refresher.
Right.
To, okay, when it rains, there's a water on your property, stay on the property or run off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just kind of the stuff we were talking about, and it has I got the GIS map on there. So
Okay, great. Oh, okay.
I plan on refining some.
So that would be
some
great
stuff,
on the big screen, and talk to it, and then we can break out into maps. You show them the big map, then we can say, look, you can now look at smaller maps. You can look up close and personal.
I just unintentional individual actions can have a significant impact and cumulative effects on our water. And Peter, I probably still have to have stuff from you,
Fine,
because all I was doing is trying to paraphrase what we were talking about.
That's it, right? That's
And
good.
put it up, so there's some other type of
Good.
nice looking things.
How many slides do you envision? Like just half a dozen or so, or?
I mean,
Again, I wouldn't, you get it too deep.
I keep it, I'm gonna keep it simple, but just,
Okay.
again, I'm not gonna go into, but
It's
it's
just-
just questions like, do you have a septic or do you have a sewer?
Right.
and I could give to maybe Andy or you, Dave, I can give you a couple of cases of that,
This is about as good as it gets.
so it could be handed out.
Okay.
Dying to get rid of them in my house.
Yeah, no, we'll put people to grab them as they go out. They
People
come in.
love takeaways.
Yeah,
It's 5 years old now, but it's still relevant.
relevant. Yeah, okay.
So I'm not gonna go too heavy in this either.
Yeah.
But
So do you
it's
think something we can all like page through by next meeting and or shoot it
I mean,
out?
if you want, I can send it out to,
Yeah, distribute it to the groups, because we still have one more meeting before the show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
And just to clarify, with, asking about Jeff and Emily's attendance, that question was meant to be more than simply attendance, meant to, ask them if they would
Present,
assist and present.
right.
And I would certainly, I agree as well. We don't want to lengthen it to the point where, we, lose attention so with all due respect to Emily, I would love to see her attend, and if she has a question or a statement that
Yeah,
helps
right.
and enhances,
right,
certainly wonderful. So
right, that's great. No, I think she's incredible, and
Yes.
I just, as long as that's it, that's great.
I think it's safe to say to the board, we all feel that way. So, all right. So Dave mentioned, Mr. Franzuto mentioned, that I'm asking him to clarify it, but he sounds like he will be attending tomorrow night's Board of Select Board meeting. And, he will be announcing there, about our September 9th meeting. Updated maps are printed. And he's confirmed Dave Gray's attendance.
Yeah, again, he may have some, if Dave has a few words to say, same type of deal, a little, this is a little spiel about, because he's actually the guy in charge now of stormwater,
Right,
so,
and what their future plans are.
right.
But meantime, if he can clarify, which it should be easy enough, as Dave Franzuto can, that right now, we're dealing with untreated runoff.
Right.
From multiple areas through multiple pipes into the harbor, so hopefully that right there is an awakening, but being able to, point to the map and really circle all these streets that.
Right, good drain right in there.
Yeah.
I think what I'll do is by the next meeting, I'll have the laptop situation there,
Okay,
the step-by-step solved and printed out. So each of you guys can have one, and there'll be Charles Douglas's number on there in case you get stuck and you can call him.
okay,
And I'll let him know that we're doing this thing and he might be needed.
Ginger, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah. Well, I just, I was thinking of reading the comments that led to the migratory bird treaty being passed that I, mentioned to you before. The spring shooting eliminated the breeding birds, so they were able to kill entire generations when they were shooting them. And everyone agreed that it was a problem. This is, late 19th, early 20th century. But every single one felt that the birds that they took had no effect whatsoever. And I think that was a nice way of stating basically the problem, to realize that, as I said to Andy the other day, that every drop is felt. Every drop has an effect, even if it seems so minimal as to be totally inconsequential. So that was one point I wanted to make. Anyway, there you are.
Well, Ginger, scrub up your memory there, and because you really had catchy phrase on the window boxes, and keep that, if you have to write it on your hand, please do so, because I found that to be just a wonderful way to deliver it. And so thank you.
Yeah, I'll read it actually, because it's better that way.
Yes.
To get the language of what was actually said. I don't remember if I had any other catchy phrases, but
Well, you said it in
hopefully
one. You said, you did say it at one meeting, before, you had said it again to me the other day when we were talking, but, if we happen to forget, maybe we can, get back into a recording with Peter before that meeting.
Oh, okay, all right.
Take it out, all right. Anything else?
It's good.
We'll be meeting again before the forum, and you know, if there's anything more, you know, we'll have probably create a better agenda, or I shouldn't say a better agenda, but a printed agenda, and try to formulate how we're going to put our delivery out there. If not, I think we can also you know, really do it.
Gotta wing it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think being able to talk to people one-on-one or two-on-one, whatever way we want to do it, is important. Because we can drill down to where are you located?
Right, right.
You know, and then ask a few questions like, well, what are your concerns?
Okay.
all right, do we have anybody here from the public?
No,
Okay. Quickly, I received the 1,000 bumper stickers for the dumpsters, finally. Dave Franzuto and I will be discussing soon. And I'll get in touch with the vendors again to make sure we're allowed to stick them on there. Thank you to the Nantucket Shellfish Association for supplying these. And we'll deploy and get them applied. Maybe reaching out to some of you as well to assist. At this point.
That's great, Annie.
Yes, yeah, it's exciting. It's taken a while, but exciting. Our next meeting, September 5th, the day after Labor Day, so Peter will be doing that Thursday before.
is there anything? Did you want to wait for the next meeting or? We'll send you that meeting? Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Peter. You know, it's really, I couldn't hold back the tears, so, if y'all have a moment, can we give a moment of silence for the
Well,
loss,
did you guys know about Neil
for the
Cocker?
loss of
Did you
Neil
hear?
Cocker?
About Neil Cocker. Neil Cocker is a longtime, commercial based golfer and fisherman out here, and he's a guy who got the, you know, helped get the Scalpers ball going out at the Admiralty Club, and he always cooked in the kitchen, and very well-known guy. If you go into Stubby's and look on the wall there, there's a picture of a guy all bundled up with orange gloves on, freezing cold, and it says something like Neil Cocker will always get us the freshest scallops. There's a big picture of him there. It's just this really well-known
Even
scalper.
if he's the one that gets frozen doing it, something
Yeah.
like that. I went in and took a picture of it the other night. And the kid behind the counter said, "You're about the 20th person to do that today."
Really,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and people are still going in and snapping pictures of it. I'm gonna imagine Neil may have been 70 years old. He battled with lung cancer, I guess, for quite some time. In a way, I think he kind of, you know, he hid it from us and
I didn't know anything.
lived a normal life and always, you know, always happy to stop and speak, and that, you know, ear to ear smile, just a smile on his face, said it all. But he was an old Nantucket saying might have come out in the seventies or so, you're a gentleman and a scholar. And Neil fits that to the T. So God bless him, rest his soul. Be sorely missed. We'll start out our next meeting with a moment of silence for Neil.
Have you heard anything about a service or?
I haven't heard anything about a service yet, no. So, it's one of those things where I was just talking with some NSA members. We wanted to get, some interviews with old time scholars. And this is just a testament to, you can't get out there and get these interviews fast enough. I feel like Neil left without sharing everything he had to share, and he didn't have enough time to. The time was taken away from him too soon. And what a wonderful interview that would have been. I hope somebody somewhere out there maybe has some footage of him speaking about his career in cooking here on Nantucket and becoming a fisherman. He was a chef at the Skipper in the '60s, so he's been here a long time. I'm not sure if he was a native or not, but doesn't matter if you're here that long.
No, he came from Red Hook, New Jersey. His mother, Barbara Cocker, was a longtime Artists Association member and specialized in seascapes. Neil and his brother's still here, but they were initially, I guess, they were summer kids.
Gotcha. Well, he certainly fit in like a true native, so sorely missed. Thank you, Peter, for that reminder. I was thinking of it all day and been thinking of it the past 3 days.
We'll have hopefully everybody here, a meeting when everybody's here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Anyway, yeah.
I'll take care of it.
If there's nothing else, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second,
All right, motion's made by Mr. Anderson to adjourn tonight's meeting. Seconded first by Mr. Bossy. All in favor, Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Mr. Bossy,
Aye.
Ms. Andrews,
aye.
Mr. Brace.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Andy.
See you in 2
Thank
weeks.
you. Good night, Ginger.